I say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on your time zone and when you see this video. I never believed it could happen to me. I did not envisage it coming. I was taken aback. How is it possible that the Spanish government want to take my daughter away from me? I thought it was stories told by others. I believe it would never happen to me. I have that belief that I am one of the best father in the world because I cherish my kids. I cherish my daughters. And I do everything possible for them to have the best. I never knew that the government could think about taking them away from me. This is my story. Listen carefully. I've had stories about single mothers, single fathers, parents, couples come out and cry that the government has taken their kids away from them. And in most cases, I've always concluded that it's because the single mother or the single father or the parents have shown a sign of negligence as a bad influence, or just because they were not stable, psychologically stable enough to take care of the kids. But now I know that the government can take your kids away. Sometimes it's not because of your negligence, it's not because you can't take care of them, it's not because you are not showing them love, it's not because you are not protecting them, it's because of cultural differences, our orientation, the way we think. And sometimes, who determine what's bad in a culture? How do we assign to it that this culture is bad and this culture is good? Anyway, if it's the first time you're coming across this channel, this is Ini TV. We'll indulge you to please subscribe to this channel. After you subscribe, just press your notification bell button so that each time we upload videos, it comes directly to you. And don't forget to like and comment too. Your feedback is important to us. And for our returning subscribers, we'll say thank you, thank you, thank you. Again, this is my story. I am a father. I have 3 kids, 2 girls and 1 boy. The 2 girls are 14, 12, and the boy is 8. I have given them all the best that I can provide. In fact, a lot of people have even said that I am a loving father. I have sacrificed a lot for my kids, and I will keep doing that. But what happened? My daughter, she's 14 years old, and I've always groomed her, cultured her. I wanted her to be the best and be the best in everything that she lay her hands on or she does. She has a very good conduct, cultured, and I was happy that I was grooming a future well independent woman that will be an example to her. Neither did I know what was waiting for me. So what happened was that there was a day I have always taught my kids morals, and they have always been following it. But I noticed of lately, my daughter, she's 14, she comes home a little bit late, and I was beginning to get worried. I asked, she told me she is with her friends. Then I got to know those friends, and I assessed them, and I discovered that they were nice kids too. So I didn't bother much about her going out with them and all the rest. But I insist that please, at most 8:30, you have to be home because I want you to be on your bed at most 10. p.m. So that was what I agreed, or I thought both of us agreed. So there was one day I came home 10 o'clock. I asked after her. They said she has gone out with her friend and she's not back yet. As I was just asking after her, she dashed into the house. So I asked her, "Where have you been?" She told me she has been with her friend. I said, "Okay, fine." But didn't I left an instruction that I want you home by 9:30 at most? So she said she thought she would come early, but a friend just asked her to escort her to somewhere. They went there because of some other thing they could not. So I was angry with her. So we rested that day. After about 2 weeks, the same thing happened again. She came back late. This time around, I was very angry. So I warned her, let today be the first and last that you come to this house late. So while I was scolding her, she was murmuring some words. So I said, "What are you saying?" And she said, "Her friends, many of them, the parents don't treat them the way I am treating her." So I was angry. I asked her to go to her room. She went to her room, then I took all her telephone, laptop, everything. I said, "You would not have access to your telephone and laptop and tablet for 1 week. That's your punishment." So I thought it was over. So I thought, what happened? Everything has been taken care of, that both of us understood what each and every one of us should do. That was what I thought. But I'll tell you what happened. So what happened was that she went out with her friends to play, just as usual. So when it was 8 o'clock, she told her friend that I'm going home because my daddy wants me to be home by 8:30. That if she did not get home, I will get angry. And I took her tablet, her telephone, and all those stuff. I took it away from her. So she came home as usual. So the next day, this was what I learned, that when she went to play with her friend again in the park, the mother of the friend was there. So the mother now started interrogating my daughter. Your friend told me that your daddy don't allow you come to park and play. And he said, yes, because I have to be home by 8:30. So the mother said, no, 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 that is wrong. Your dad has no right to stop you not to come and play. You as a child, you have a right to play. He said, no, 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 no. So what happened was that one should pray that you should not have a friend that is bad. That you should not have the mother of the friend of your child that is bad. That you should not have the family that is close to you as a neighbor that are poke nose into issues that does not concern them. So what happened now? She now took the case up and told the police that I threatened her. I take the tablet, the phone from her for a week, and sometimes I maltreat her. You know. So before I knew what was happening, the social has taken the case up, and this woman was say things like this, that your daddy does not allow you to come and play. He takes your phone from you, your tablet from you, and you need those phones and tablet to do your homework and all this stuff. That your daddy is maltreating you, so that now the government will take you off his hand, and that was the woman talking now, I can take you into my house where you will get all the freedom and you can have all the time in the world to play, because a child has the right to play. Before I knew what was happening, The social has called me that they are going to judge my case. I went there. They went to the school, pick my daughter, and now asked me to come. So when I went to the school told me that the social people has come and have taken my daughter, that I should come and meet them. I said, okay, let's see what is happening. So I went there and they said they are interrogating my daughter, that there have been an allegation of somebody that I am maltreating my daughter. I said, okay, I want to come in. They said, no, 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 you are not allowed to come. I said, what? You are interrogating my daughter against me, and I'm not allowed to come in. They said, no, 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 they are not allowing that I should go in. I should stay outside. So I didn't know what they concluded, and they came out and said that the case is still going on. For the meantime, they will want to separate my daughter away from me. So I have to choose this option. Either I leave the house for my daughter, or my daughter goes to somewhere else. They will need about 2 or 3 days to look into the matter, because the main person that is supposed to look into the matter is not around or has not concluded. I don't really know. I looked. Then my wife said, let her come home. You look for a place and you go. I said, okay. So I called a friend. I said, see what is happening now. I'm going to be with you for a day or two. He said, okay. So he now came to my house and picked me and told my wife, say, these 2 days is try as much as possible to pacify her, calm her mind down, let her say the truth. Because now the other family has beginning to feed her, give her a lot of there's promises of paradise outside your home. So you have to try and calm her down. So my wife said, okay. So I left the home for 2 3 days. The next day, good enough, somebody that was in that meeting knew me and defended me, that he knows this man. This man is not, I don't think it's like that. So he now called me and said, come, your case is in our office. I have spoken on behalf of you, but they need another institution. If you can get a reference from another institution about your character. I have worked with Red Cross as a voluntary. I have also worked with an ONG called SIA for many years. So I said, okay. So I now call, the next day I went to the SIA and I told him, see what is happening. I said, no, 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 no. We know you so well. You are a wonderful, jovial man. So you cannot do that. So they now give me what I asked for. It was something like attestation. And attestation is a document that says that my character is impeccably, that I am a good person. So I took the document. So the final day that the judgment was going to be held, I went there early enough. I looked for the guy. I gave him the attestation. That was my character wise. That's SIA, an organization I work for as voluntary, has prepared about my character. So I took them there. So at the end of the day, the woman came and said all sort of lies against me, that the child has been on. There was no allegation that I beat her, no, but they said that she's on a sober mood. Every time she's not happy, that psychologically she's going through torture. And that was what the mother of the friend of my daughter said. So it was now a word against the guy inside that knew me, that this guy is a wonderful guy, and an institution that attests to my character. So at the end of the day, it was like 2 against 1. Then I said, okay, what we will do, we will give him a warning. So at the end of the day, I was called inside. And I was giving a warning that please, we don't want such a thing to repeat itself again. And now thank them and I asked them, how do I correct my child? How do I castigate my child? And they said I should not shout on them. I should be very calm with them. I said, I did not hear at them. I was only talking aloud to make sure that she understood my instruction. And I did not lay my hands on her. I took the laptop, the telephone from her because I felt that will be the best way to punish her for breaking my order. They say yes, they understand, but she needs those telephone and laptop for her homework. It's like I'm denying her the academic work, so I should look for other means that I can use, to punish her and castigating her. And we all came giving her depression, and we are very happy. That is why the reason why I am telling you this thing is that there's a lot of people whose child, kids have been taken away from them, not because they are bad parents, but because of cultural differences. Back in Africa, we are trained to shut on your kids, castigate them, give them. I remember when I think I was about 16 years old, I did something very nasty. And my mom beat her out of me and took pepper, rub it on my eyes. You know, do I hate her? No, I love her the more because that is a way of bringing up kids. It's not all kids that this soft approach work with. There are some kids that need a more aggressive approach. So it all depends on the psychology of the child. And that is why we are making this video. That's because your culture is different from mine, does not mean my culture is bad. It does not mean my way of parenting is bad. Yes, we've got a lot to learn from both culture, both our African culture and the Western world. But please, if you are in the Western world, forget about your African culture. Because those that are going to call you, judge you, pass their decisions are not Africans. They don't even believe in your culture. And that is why it's important that you try as much as possible to blend with the culture here. Like what I am trying to say is many people have lost their kids, not because they are bad parents, but because of your friends' bad friends, your daughter's bad friend, your son's bad friend, your bad neighbors, all these. And just jealousy and envy could also lead to your school teacher, your children's school teacher could also try as much as possible to say, this girl is too brilliant. This girl is too cultured. I will want to have her as my adopted child. And they'll start working against you. So, for those coming across this video for the first time, this is Ini TV. We are global and social commentator. And we'll ask you to please subscribe to this channel. After you subscribe, just press your notification bell button so that each time we upload video, it comes directly to you. And for our returning subscribers, we say thank you, thank you, thank you. We love you, but God love you most. As it is in this culture, we will catch you when we make the next video. Until then, adios, au revoir, hasta la